This might be the most oh man, it's gonna take everything out of us to do this, and remember, it's strictly out of love. But if you feel like you need a diss track for this, go ahead and do that. We're in the Bundus. Forever torn. Might get shot anytime. I'll be your host for the top 5, not MCs but hip hop Vaal. So this time we decided to just switch things a little bit up and call it hip hop Vaal. The reason why we don't want to get into the MCs because we don't want to get into that debate with you. But with that being said, I'm going to introduce you to my panelists. Remember, this has been going on for the last 5 years. If you guys want to go check it out, make sure you go to my YouTube channel, BA Pusha, and go check out the top 5 for the past 5 years. And before we get into that, let me actually introduce you to my panel. Okay, so my panelist has not been chosen by me this time. I decided that I am going to give my hands to another G, and decide who the panelist is, because you guys have been complaining more than like it said Chumizaga. So this time I decided that Obi is going to choose the panelist. So I'm going to choose I'm going to introduce the first person. This man is not only a producer, one of the best producers in the Vaal, but also an MC himself, and also a videographer, and also, man, you got so many slashes, man. Shout out to King Blue right here. What's your record label again? Raw Music Group. He's gonna be one of the panelists. And then of course we're gonna go to the lady. You thought we didn't have ladies. Last time we always had gents. It was a sausage fest. So this time we actually have a lady here. Aisha, BB, and you just formerly actually a
recording artist.
Recording artist.
Yeah.
But she used to be a
radio presenter.
And now she's a recording artist. Former radio presenter, and then of course now recording artist. What? People are not gonna take us seriously. Last but not least, needs no introduction. His name is OB, and you know him from that production. He is not only worked with the best of the Vaal, but it also happens to be one of the top radio presenters in the Vaal when it comes to hip hop. He's always pushing the culture. We cannot have the show without OB. Guys, it's very much impossible. So shout out to OB and shout out to the OB shop. That's where we're shooting this top 5 today. Make sure that you come through and support OB. Ladies and gentlemen, OB. So with that being said, we have chosen the top 10 and we're going to discuss it straight after this.
Alright, so this year guys, we decided to do things a little bit differently. It's a top 11 instead of a top 10. So there's someone that we're gonna cut right off the bat. So in no particular order, the list goes like this. So it's SPK, it's Mondo Dusk, Tech Problem, Flex Vondu, Lequa, Hope Master, Real Deal, DJ Kamo, Masedi, Just Sam, and SWAT. So that's the top 11 for this year. So before we even get into like the whole discussion thing, there's someone that we have to cut off from the list. So
and who do you think should be cut?
I mean, we all agreed on SWAT.
Can you just give us a background about SWAT?
So SWAT is a Sharpeville rapper. He's obviously signed under my label, Raw Music Group. He's dropped like 3 projects so far. He dropped 2 last year. He's got music videos on Channel Roll, joints with Mosquitoes, and he's an all-round really dope kid.
Yeah, no, I think he should be cut out because I don't know him.
Yeah.
Alright, I also agree.
I would also cut out SWAT because I couldn't find Spansaga.
But where do you find these Spansaga?
So he's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube,
But as a regular person on the street, like if you had to go SWAT, would you find him?
Yeah, definitely.
On Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Is it?
It's
But I tried
actually
googling him and I couldn't find him.
yeah. Yeah.
No, it's a struggle.
Okay, for the Vaal,
Yeah.
I think for Vaal we need to maybe he's established somewhere else, but for Vaal I don't think.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, it's not a problem. You can-
Alright, cool. So now we do have the top 10. Are we all agreeing on our
Yes,
top 10?
sir.
I think we should also mention why he's not on the top 10 itself. And I think a whole lot of people in Nami, I would want to see Anzo on the top 10 list itself, but he's not there. But I feel maybe there's a really good reason to it. Maybe.
Jade again.
What's the reason?
No, it's because he's not an upcoming artist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
You know what I'm saying?
about that.
He's established and things like that. I don't think we see him in that
Really?
category.
Yeah.
What do you mean, really?
I didn't know Enzo.
You didn't know
I
Anzu?
didn't know until you guys brought it up.
Yeah, but there's 3 against 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. Cool.
Yeah, man, that mention alone, you know, because I feel he's one of
No,
those
shout
top
out to
MCs. Shout out to Anzo, man. Shout out to Anzo. But if you're gonna say he's not there because he's already established, I would take that. And hence I said the mention alone to say why wasn't he there? Because I know tomorrow when we start airing this, people are gonna be saying why is Anzo not there? Why is who not
But
there?
if that's your logic, there are so many rappers that people are gonna complain about.
True.
That can't be the reason why we didn't put him on.
So the best thing we could do is to state why is he
Yeah,
not
so I
there?
think that special mention is fine.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't say
He's
know,
to Anzo.
it's because of he
Yeah.
wasn't on the list because of what.
Right.
Just a special mention. Shout out to Anzo.
Shout out to him.
There are too many rappers that deserve to be on this list.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the top 10. We have agreed, and right now, what we're actually going to do is we are going to break down to the top 5. This might be the most. Oh man, it's gonna take everything out of us to do this, and remember, it's strictly out of love. But if you feel like you need a diss track for this, go ahead and do that. But anyway, I'm going to introduce my other panelists so we can actually go into the top, because we can't do it alone. They forfeit.
Exactly.
And I'm actually the host, so remember it fair. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to introduce you to my other panelists, and we're gonna get straight into it. Let me welcome Mongezi, of course, one of the best producers in the Vaal, and also right now is a radio host at Hope FM. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome Mongezi.
One of the coolest and most talented in the Vaal. Big care, please. Yeah.
You had it. Alright, and of course, Sibali. If you don't know about, of course,
Sibali.
man, you have no idea. One of the most talented photographers and clothing brand owners. I'd like to welcome Upumelo. He's been about the culture, love his work, one of the most focused young youths in the Vaal. Upumelo, welcome. Guys, I'm gonna open up to the panel now. Ne? How do you guys feel about the top 10? Right? Tumelo, with you, because also
So far so good, right? Like everyone in the list really deserves to be here. They worked hard last year. They are working hard this year already in the beginning.
yeah.
So anyway, I don't have any problems.
Mongezi?
I generally also want to say all people that are here deserve to be here, but also I need to be cognizant of the fact that there are those that are not in the Vaal anymore, you know. So I feel like
Who?
SPK shouldn't be on the list. He should be
SPK
on.
is still in the Vaal.
No, SPK, where is he based now? What is he doing?
Base is still in the face.
What? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought he's in the south of Joburg.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah?
Not
The last time I spoke to him, he was like, I'm in the south of Joburg.
Yeah, he was probably
That's why
visiting.
it's just there working.
Wait.
So that's what they do now when they visit. Oh yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
So they're all okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. That being said,
So he's this side.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright.
Guys, okay, so now we're just gonna break down to top 5 in a particular order. In a particular order.
shoot.
And please look at the criteria and understand the criteria. So please, Blue,
Yeah.
hit us up with the top 10 again, and then guys, remember what the criteria is, right? So if you know what the criteria is, then we'll know how to actually break it down. Of course, number 1, we are not going to say it in here.
Yeah.
It will be automatic, and we'll actually introduce it a little bit later on. So Blue, over to you.
Alright, so with a recap of the top 10, it's SPK, Mondo Dusk, Tech Problem, Flex Von Doom, Lay Kwa, Hope Master, Real Deal, DJ Kimo, Masedi, and Just Sam.
Okay, in that top 10, who do you think should be 10?
Should we what? Come again?
In the top 10 that's been
Yeah.
mentioned,
Yeah.
Kimang Linanawa should be 10.
Yo, right off the bat, I'll go with Just Sam. Sam.
I'm on Just Sam as well. I'm on Just Sam as well.
Top 10?
Sam
Something
didn't do
I
much
agree
last
with
year.
Sam.
Yeah.
Last year!
Sam didn't do shit last year.
Guys,
I'm
tell
on
us!
Just Sam as well.
Dallas
Tell
is
us.
one- Dallas is one
Nah,
song. He didn't
he hasn't
do
done.
big numbers.
That's not his
One
song, by the way.
That's not a song.
That's not his song.
He featured on one song.
He was
He only
featured.
did
I'm
features,
finding
Not
number
his
10.
song.
Yeah, I think
Obi?
Just
Sam,
Sam. is
Sam.
your It's not his song.
I think I'm between Sam and Masedi. So
Masedi!
I'll put Masedi on
Okay,
10.
shut up. Okay.
I agree
I've-
with just Sam
my
on
niggas-
top 10.
I've got Just Sam on
Sam.
top
Masedi
10.
on 10.
Yeah.
So,
I've got
on,
Just
on,
Sam.
on number 10, sorry, let's go for the votes.
Just
10?
Sam.
I'd actually go with him. I'll put Masedi on 10.
10!
You can't
Yeah.
put just Sam on 10.
You can't put Masedi on 10. Look, dude, I've
Y'all
got
motherfuckers
issues
got
with
me
him, but you can't put Masedi on 10.
Don't
Just
say.
Sam has got to be
No,
on 10.
guys, my man, my man.
2020 was
Let's
a
read the
bad year
criteria.
for
What do you wanna
Masedi.
say?
10!
It was
Okay,
a
wait.
bad year.
Guys,
Like, it was a
Masedi.
bad year for Masedi.
What is the criteria for 10?
No, guys, which okay, we I'm not sure what criteria,
No.
right? Looking at criteria, streaming, right?
Yeah.
And looking at what's this recognition
Yeah.
of basically him being. Can you just read it out real quick though?
I have it buzz,
Yes.
Yeah.
lyricism,
Yes.
Okay.
sales,
Yes.
impact.
Yes.
On
On sales alone, Masedi
Sales is on,
My man.
Masedi is on top.
is on top because Masedi.
Impact.
Okay,
No.
the rest. The
What
rest.
sales are you
No,
talking
the
about,
rest.
guys?
What
What
sales?
sales is? What sales are this? Masedi is not even on iTunes.
What do you
sales are you talking
mean?
about?
He's on YouTube.
The-
guy-
During
the
Napster
only-
YouTube.
the
Wow.
only- only
Never.
product-
Where's Just
Okay,
Sam?
sharp.
What's 10?
Where's Just Sam?
Masedi has
No.
over Sam right
Just
now.
Sam on
Sales.
Nah.
The rest of those
Where
guys-
is
Yeah,
Just
wait, pause.
What
Man,
sales
can
are
I
you
just
talking
explain?
about?
Can I
They
explain
both
what
don't
I'm
have
saying?
bars.
Wait, let me explain. Let's
They
get
both don't have bars.
My man,
Masedi
No
is-
way.
Yeah.
Both don't have
Okay,
bars.
who wants to talk?
You had just Sam
Crap.
bars, bro.
I haven't because he doesn't have.
No way,
Guys,
son.
guys,
Just
let's go like this. Okay,
That's
fine.
an insult.
My man.
Bars.
Hey, latte, can you listen?
That's not right.
Please listen.
Fine.
Okay, sure, please listen. Alright, so I would never put Masedi on number 10. So I want to understand from you guys why.
So it's like 3 on 3. Masedi 3.
Three,
Just Sam
yeah.
on-
Exactly.
Yeah.
So why would you put Masedi on between Just Sam and
And
Masedi?
him. Yeah.
Let's remember something. Masedi was a national TV station.
In
He won-
2020.
Can I go first
He
in
won-
terms
no,
of me
let
choosing
me
Masedi?
just finish what I'm saying.
Okay,
Let me
good.
finish what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? So he won the Jukes. Is it Jukes?
Yeah, it's juice.
And not only that, Masedi dropped 3 videos last year,
Yeah.
right? And Masedi, even if he's not dropping the music all the time, he's always giving out free music.
Yeah.
Always.
Relevant.
And he can drop like free music right now. There is no way that we can compare the work ethic that Masedi has and consistency. I mean, Just Sam is not even active on social media. How are you comparing him to Buzz and Hype and all of that?
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
To Masedi.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make
It's-
sense.
You're right, but can I also just say
Okay.
consistency and work ethic are not part of the criteria.
No, they
So
are
we're not,
actually.
we're not judging them on
They,
that.
they are. Did you read the criteria?
I read the criteria, but now
The
we are-
Buzz is part of that.
No,
Did you read it?
I'm saying
Consistency.
You are saying
Consistency.
consistency of what? Of delivering, or of being in studio, or of
It's fine, but impact is there. Impact is
who
there.
has impact?
Who's
Impact.
Masedi or
Masedi.
just
Okay,
Sam?
Masedi.
do you guys think? Do you honestly think last year Masedi has had the same impact?
Impact
he
has-
has?
Can I tell you
Just
something,
say.
guys?
No, I'm just saying.
Talk about Just Sam and
I
I
quickly?
understand that.
Yeah.
BA, can I quickly say something?
Emmanuel,
Just
okay.
Sam dropped Retro Future,
Okay.
which shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dallas
Shut
has
up,
not-
wait.
Everywhere. it was- everywhere
Wait,
was
wait,
talking
wait,
about
wait.
it.
BA,
You
wait.
do for once,
BA,
guys.
wait.
There's a video. I said earlier on. There's a video that you
Yeah.
dropped.
The
Yeah.
one with
And
Angel.
if I compare his video yake to numbers, he's on 90,000.
The one that had, like,
If
the
it's
one where you did the
compared to
remixes,
Masedi,
the
it's
Kwaito
less
remixes.
numbers.
You
Now,
guys
Masedi
are not on the
phone.
same space.
Guys, Masedi won the Jukes challenge just by votes and
BA.
nationally. Do you understand?
Yeah,
Not
'cause-
not Vaal. National.
Yeah,
But
You
then
understand
no,
how big
because
it
that's
is?
he's
impact.
that big. Yeah,
dog.
he's that
Can
big.
you list
But
that?
but that's impact which you accumulated from long
So
ago.
that's
Like,
the problem
Wait.
here. Okay, the problem here is 3-3, and no one is gonna change their votes.
Yeah.
So if it's like that, then just Sam and Mercedes goes to 10.
10.
They both on 10.
Yes.
So that means now we have a top 8.
No,
No,
we're
we
taking
have
a
top five.
go
We
down.
should have
Let's
given
go
it
to
top
five.
five.
If we go
Yeah.
down, we'll
So
then
just
decide on
Sam
that.
and
But
Mercedes
Metzels is
will
top
go to
five.
top 10.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
But wait, before we
Number 9.
no, before we move to that, impact. What has been
No,
just
but
Sam's
my man,
impact?
we can't go back because now.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What is just Sam's impact?
Dallas.
Dallas.
For one.
It's not his song. He's
It's not
a
his
feature.
song.
It's not his song.
It's not his song.
Wait.
Whose song is
He was
it?
on
It's Archie's song.
Actually, just Sam
Yeah.
project.
Just Sam is more famous
No,
for that
it
song.
was
than
taken out
On
by
your own accord.
Angel X, man. The track belongs to just
Guys,
Sam. It's
me-
been
me-
just
okay.
Sam's
On
track.
your own accord.
Like it's been just Sam's track. If
Yes.
we're gonna
Yeah.
if we're gonna
This is
get
what I'm
to
saying.
whose track is
Obi-
it, it's gonna
Obi-
take forever.
We have
But I
decided-
know this for a fact.
Yeah.
It's just Sam's
Mercedes
track.
and Gisam.
We have decided that Mercedes and
Ten.
just Sam
On 10.
on 10.
Okay.
We can't go back to that.
Yeah.
If I was
He's-
Mercedes,
it's
I'd
not
be
anyway,
mad
so it's
guy.
cool. Yeah.
I would be mad crazy.
No, it's fine. Let the panel do whatever they
Yeah.
do. Please make sure that you guys go to the comment section and tell us what do you think of Mercedes and Just Sam. One of the biggest artists I feel that started this whole thing.
As
Yeah,
what thing?
Sutu rap
Yeah.
that actually represents Sutu rap. Not go English, you know.
Yeah, but 2020 did not do
No,
that.
never.
Yeah, I didn't do much.
Sam is
The
No,
fact
no,
that
you
he's
don't
on
actually
number
do
Sam
10.
is a Soto rap god.
Yeah,
The fact that he's on number
Not
10.
that one.
playing-
He's a
I'm
su-
not
it-
playing-
Why is he on number 10?
Sam,
Why is
Sam
he on
the
number
Soto
10?
rap
Yeah,
god.
he's normally
Sam
on number
started
1,
with
always on number
But
1.
guys-
But 2020 was a barrier for Mercedes. It was a barrier.
Unfortunately.
That's why he's on number 10. He's always on number
From
1.
one.
Okay.
The fact that he's on number 10 for even worse, it's bad.
It is what
It
it-
means there's like a new school for kids who are coming in and they're doing shit.
It means
Just
it's not
so it
working
could
as much
be
as
one
it
of
was.
those. That's why we say Mercedes and just Sam on
Okay,
the
let's not
same
drag it.
bar.
Let's not drag it.
Which is
Mercedes,
okay.
Mercedes and Just Sam
Number
On
10.
10.
So now we are going to number 9, and I'm just gonna straight up, leave it to the panel. I already know who I would put on number 9. If we say it like this, Mercedes and Just Sam is out.
Yeah.
So we're actually on 8,
Yeah.
leading to the top 5.
Yeah.
All right. So for me, number 8 would basically be
Number 9.
no.
No, 8 is 8.
It's done.
8 is
Because
8.
Mercedes, I get Mercedes into Batui. So
It's 8, it's
Yeah.
9
So
and 8.
Sir, please
Nine.
don't speak over me.
Oh.
Thank you. So now we're on 8. So what we have to decide is that 8, and I'll say Lincoln must go to 8.
I'm on Monday.
Monday!
Monday.
You!
No,
Monday
it's fine.
down.
Don't make noise. I'm
Monday.
saying I'm on Monday.
Monday.
Why are you making noise?
Because you're stupid! That's why!
That's why. Because you on
No,
there
because you sound
flicking
stupid, that's
shit.
why!
I'm on Monday.
Mondo!
Mondo.
That's why I don't even know his name.
Yeah?
No fucking way.
That's why I don't even know his name.
No.
That's the thing.
My nigga,
That's the thing.
We're
Whoa,
not- we're not
hold
there
up.
yet.
BA, you the host. Shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. One because I don't know his fucking name. What are you saying, BB?
I'm saying it's far.
Yeah, I'm also
On 8.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the gents, the two
Yeah.
gents to make up their mind.
Obi?
Obi.
I'll go with Uli because he did not release a full project. Yeah, he had a couple of singles out.
Guys,
He had one of the biggest singles even was last year. I mean, Pinena Kishanya was huge for me. I think
Yeah.
I saw even on radio stations. It
Yeah.
was really huge. Instead, would we have to put him on 8, Mari ish with the catalog. Let's say Lefuti. I'll put Lick on 8.
okay.
I would
With
put, I would,
respect.
I would put Flex on it.
No way. No.
Don't fight, guys.
No.
Don't fight.
Flex.
Why are you
Flex
guys
only
fighting?
dropped one single in the video,
Yeah.
and yeah, the streams are also not like way up there.
So compared to Litwa, you put him on 8.
Yeah,
Not compared to anyone.
Pinena was
Not
huge.
yeah.
Hold on, Pinena was huge.
Uh-huh.
Like, it was a very very huge song,
Yeah.
right? So like only based on that, on the impact that song. had.
Come on now. Come on
That
now.
was 2019.
No, it's 2020. 2020.
Maybe 2020.
Binana, it's 2020.
Pinana, you don't know Pinana we had it on
2020.
20. Can you calm down, dog?
Alright, alright.
For real.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Like, don't talk over people.
Okay, cool. Ciao.
Listen, Pinane, remember when we had that discussion?
Yeah,
Kontum?
2019.
We mentioned it
Yeah.
on 2019.
The track was not out yet.
No, it was not.
But it was already popping, but it was not.
When was it out?
Yeah.
When was it out?
It was officially released 2020.
Exactly.
But was it big in 2020?
Exactly.
It was.
Yeah, I think
Not
it
big
picked up from
out.
2019 because it was December time when they dropped
When
it.
was it out?
2019 and then it picked up.
Exactly.
Alright, cool.
So what are you
But
saying?
But only just based on that, I'm not questioning Flex's lyrical
Yeah,
abilities.
yeah.
I'm just saying, just based on the impact that one single had for Liquor, I would swap Liquor for Flex out. So I'll put
Yeah.
Flex
Alrighty.
at 8 and then Liquor at 7. That's what I would.
Can I?
So basically you say liquor,
Yeah.
you say
Liquor.
liquor, I say liquor.
On what?
I say liquor, and then you say flex.
Flex, yeah.
What are you saying?
I want to change. I want to go to. No.
Liquor.
To liquor is to say in terms of impact.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then
Liquor.
liquor. So number 8 we are going for
Majority
liquor.
rules.
Okay, cool. Alright, so number 8 we are going to liquor. For those grounds, basically that's what Umungezi said. On what grounds? Please also specify
Yeah.
on what grounds, like Blue has said.
Yeah.
For me, I just feel like liquor is not on the criteria itself. I still don't take him seriously. Not like
I take
as
him that.
I just don't, and it's not a person like I.
Personal thing.
You know what I'm saying? I see it as the viewer. I don't see it as
True.
someone who's.
True.
I'm just the outside person looking in, right?
Yeah.
So if you're the outside person looking in, I would for now, he is getting into
Yeah.
it, but I wouldn't take him to the way I see it.
I second what we just said.
2020 is going to be good for Liquor because he's got a new team now.
2020 or
managing him.
2021?
We are on
2021. He's got a new team now that's backing him. I've already heard some of the tracks that he's going to drop. He's
Yeah.
trying to link in more fire also into the brand.
Since 2020.
I thought 2021
Yeah.
will be brighter for Liquor going forward. Yeah, he deserves the number 8 spot, but going forward, I think he's going to do great.
Can I
2021.
quickly come in? If Liquor failed to make use of 2020, I don't see Liquor making shit
There was
out
no
of
team at the
2021.
time. There was no team.
Because that's the issue I've had with him. Liquor wants to make use of established shit. He went on and took and made a song out of More Fire. I feel like he's not genuine in terms of his work. He wants to go with what's happening.
There's a new
which is More
team.
Fire. So he can't do
Exactly.
shit.
I'm saying there's a new
Liquor
team
2020 couldn't make shit out of that.
Yeah.
Liquor is done. There's no 2021 for Liquor.
Alright.
Yeah.
Can I just
Yeah.
can I just kindly disagree with that?
Yeah.
That's always been Liquor's brand. Every year he does one song about something big. So the last time he did a song about Orlando Pirates,
Orlando Pirates,
and the
yeah.
following year he
Yeah.
did, like he always does that.
Yeah.
Like once a year
Yeah.
he will pick something and then he will make a song about
Yeah.
that. It's part of his brand. It's part of how he markets himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that
It's just them with the remix.
yeah, for me, I feel like that is actually a genius move because it always manages to get attention to him.
Yeah.
True.
And lastly, that boy is a lyrical beast.
Yeah.
That boy can write.
And he has a team now.
Before
That's
you,
what I'm saying, he has a team
before
now.
BAP quickly cuts in, I just want to say, if it has ever worked for him, there was no need for him to then continue. You know, I feel like he's like a hip hop parasite.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
I agree with
He
that.
can't do shit for himself. He needs to go and then go with what is
He
established.
goes with the flow.
Liquor
Whatever's
can do
trending at
shit
that
on
time.
his own.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So if he's been doing that since when? Orlando Pirates.
Orlando
When was
Pirates,
that?
right.
Been with that.
So it's like
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah.
He
Exactly.
can't then establish himself as an individual. Mashari could do that shit as an individual. Liquor couldn't do that shit alone. You know what I mean? So Liquor is done.
Okay, lastly,
Yeah.
last year he was not on the top 10. Today he's on number 8. Hey.
But as I'm saying, we can quickly
Let's
move
say he was
the
not
numbers
on the
up.
list.
Are we allowed to do that?
He's on the list now.
Are we allowed to
He's on
change
number
the
8.
numbers?
With that being said, so liquor is on
Number 8.
He's out of the top 5.
Yeah, he's going in the top 5.
Out.
Yo, Mongezi, yo.
What is out?
All right, so now just Sam Masedi was on 10, and then liquor 10 and 8. No, 10 and 9.
10
And then liquor made it to top 8.
8.
Yeah.
And now we are going to, guys, it's getting more hectic.
Number 7.
It's getting more.
Getting out of hand.
Yeah. So number 7, I'm not gonna start this time. I am actually gonna hand it over to Obi and think in that whole criteria, who do you think should be number 7. Starting from there, then we'll go down. Please, let's not argue between ourselves. We'll give our opinions after
Final
the
verdict.
Okay, firstly, shout out to Candy Coated, man. Those cats are doing the most. Shout out to Candy Coated. But I feel there's a Amachita there who were there to ride on Kwabanye. Like, it's not really LinkedIn. Like, I respect to Hope Master so much in production yake, and somehow nyamuzwa bega rapper, but I don't have the thing with it.
It's Hope Masters.
He's a rapper, like he's an image yake. Like, this is Hope. Like, I'm told, like, I can't find Hope. Like, he's just there in as Hope Master in Instro. Yeah, I'm a bit, but for me on this list, I feel even WrestleMania.
Exactly, I was about to say, yeah.
Because he had a project out and he took out a couple of videos. I think that on its own, it's what goes with our criteria. Because of our criteria alone, I would put him now on 7.
7.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'd definitely put a Real Deal on number 7. Based on 2020 and the shit that he's done in 2020, number 7 for Rails.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. BA?
My Hope Master can go to 10 actually. You must set it up. Give me limits. So, but yeah, Hope Master can go to 7.
Yeah, so for me it's the same. It's a toss-up between Flex and Hope, but just considering what you just said, I've also never really listened to Hope and felt a strong rapper aesthetic. I've always known Hope as a producer.
True.
You know, however,
True.
the body of work he dropped last year,
So
that really was a dope album. Like, just outside of, you know, us saying whatever we were saying, he really did like put his best foot forward. But again, in terms of the criteria, the project did not do well in terms of numbers, you know, and I don't think it really had that much of an impact. But the bars were definitely there. But I think 7 is fine.
Okay.
I think 7 is okay.
For me, in terms of bars, Hope has been okay. One dude I'm gonna put here is Mondo or Monde, because I can't even pronounce his. Oh yeah, Mondo. That's his name.
Yeah, that's his name.
Okay, cool. He should be out.
What?
Out of what?
Out of what?
Out
top
of your
five.
mind.
He shouldn't be on the top 5.
So wait, are you saying you're putting
This is
Mondo
number
on
7.
7?
Yeah, I'm putting Mondo on 7.
Okay, so
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Hence I'm saying he should be out of the top 5. I can't even say his name. Mondo, Monde. I don't know how you say it.
Mondo.
You only know him.
Yeah, it's Mondo, bruh. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Tech Problem on number 7.
Get the fuck out of here.
Only based on the fact that I don't know him that much.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, I don't know that much of his music. I
Yeah.
don't listen to him that much. So
I
from
relate.
that point only, I'm gonna put him in number 7.
Alright, so right now with the votes has been counted, what's this, Hope Master is gonna go to 7.
Yeah.
Because the other 2 actually doesn't count.
Yes.
So now we're gonna go to number 6. And actually, Aish, I want to give you the first, you know, I've been giving these gentlemen, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the first one that to say number 6. Who do you think number 6 should go with all the criteria? Mentioning that SBK is also in, Mondo is also in,
Flex
Flex
is
was
in,
Tech Problem is in,
Mondo is in.
Mondo, I didn't mention Mondo.
Yeah.
So who do you think should go number 6?
I think.
K-Mo is also in.
Yeah, K-Mo is
DJ
also
Pro.
in.
Yeah.
But can we consider Kemo as
No,
an
number
MC,
6.
actually, as an MC?
This
Yeah.
one MC list. Love.
Hip hop.
But he's a DJ.
But we
Hip
Can we
hop.
compare him to rappers?
It's
though?
hip
we
hop.
specified when the show started that this is not a rapper's list.
It's hip hop.
Hip hop.
It's hip hop.
Okay, I'd put Take Problem at number 6.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Definitely
Yeah,
Take Problem at
Oh,
number
with
6.
you.
Okay,
I
before
feel
you-
like you should have went on 7.
Oh.
But I'm gonna go with you. on
The 6.
Take Problem.
Can I quickly
Alright.
come in? Have you guys listened to Tech?
No.
Lyricist,
No,
Impact,
no.
and Genuine T. So
Lyrically,
Tech is like a beast, guys.
lyrically,
Your
Tech
own
is a
opinion.
Tech
Your
is
own-
a
don't disagree with
beast.
that.
Tech
Lyrically.
in
But
the Vaal.
Impact-wise,
Impact-wise, a lot of dudes know about Tech.
Relax.
Who? Oh, hold up. You asked me.
Lyrically,
Hold up. Wait, guys, hold up.
We're waiting.
Guys, I'm talking. Please hold up.
Yeah.
Please hold up. Do you know of Tech?
Bazonke.
Okay, cool. Do you know of Tech?
I don't.
You're
I don't,
talking
I don't know.
like
Lyrically though.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Who was Zong?
No,
That should explain everything. Who was Zong?
Dog, you can't have a
Let's
top
say-
5
let's
or
say-
of one without tag.
Bars.
You can't.
Guys, some people still haven't voted, and we're already on.
No, it's
Exactly.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you can vote.
Go ahead.
So you said Tech
Take
is number
problem
6.
number 6.
6.
Over Mondo, and out of respect, because I know Mondo, but I've never.
Stop with the respect.
Yeah,
Hey!
no. The thing is, I get where kids are.
Yeah.
Career
You don't
yawo,
respect, you suck
and
in dick, dog.
it's not even that. Now I love hip hop, man. I'm a fan of hip hop. I've always been a fan of hip hop.
Yeah.
If I see something that's dope, I'm gonna give credit when
Yeah.
it's due. And
Because
that's
you're
I
a
say
hip-hop
with
show.
respect.
Yeah.
So you
Hey.
need to suck dick. It's okay.
It's not even about that.
It's okay.
Okay, sharp, sharp.
Yeah.
Suck your dick and
Suck dick. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna give a response back to Melo when he said I'm gonna put somebody on number 7 because I don't know his
Yeah.
balance.
Yeah.
So also number 1, I don't feel good he has reached out so much out of Vaal. He's just been cooked up with Vaal, and that's the only thing he knows. Tech Problem is went out. He's doing Amakasi Sotra
Yeah.
ciphers. He's doing work with Speaker. He was on Channel O.
Come on now,
This coming week,
please.
like is
Sure.
everywhere. He's not
Come
just
on.
go Vaal and
Yeah.
that's where he's there.
Yeah.
He dropped 3 singles on one day.
No, you already voted
and
enough. Put your hand
on Spotify already it was 10 plus if I
Sure.
saw right.
10,000
And if I compare it to
plus,
Mondo,
by the way.
which Mondo because
Yeah.
Blue said a very very reason earlier on when
Yeah.
he said it came out in his courtesy wrong.
Sure.
And I think that killed the whole mojo Gamondo
Sure.
album yake going forward. For
Exactly.
that reason alone, I would put Mondo there, not
Seven.
Tech.
Sure.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna go for Tech. Just like that. I'm not even gonna go in
Yeah.
decided.
For me, I'll also choose Mondo to be at number 6.
Okay.
Like I said, his project dropped like later on in the year,
Yeah.
so I feel like it didn't really do much for him. Whereas with Tech dropped the last EP.
Yeah.
Can't remember what it was. He had
Yeah, and EP.
the year-end EP.
Yeah.
He had a
Yeah,
music
he dropped
video.
a whole
He
lot
had
of
a music video on
songs.
Channel O last
Yeah.
year. He was performing everywhere. He was
Yeah.
doing quite a lot. So I think it would be a disservice to put him at number 5.
Even with the criteria age,
Can you not inject my nigga? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also
Say-
with the project that Mondo dropped, as much as he is a hip hop artist, but even he went on Twitter to say this is not a hip hop project.
True.
He said that himself.
He
not-
fucked
It was
himself
very
up.
he said that. Like I
He's
said,
fucked himself
He's so
up.
pretty.
yeah, he's the one
Yeah.
who went out and said, guys, this is not a hip hop project.
Yeah.
I'm doing something brand new here. So I'll also just like judge him based on that. He's a really really dope rapper, but that project it didn't really move me the way I thought it would. It's a dope project,
Yeah.
but
He was very
because
versatile on it.
because I'm so used to him as a rapper.
Yeah.
When I
He
heard that
goes
project,
on.
I was
Like,
like,
Taking the bag.
Let's go. Let's go, sir.
so
Yeah.
I think Mondo at 6.
Thank you.
Okay, cool.
Mondo as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I already said Tech Problem.
So there's 3 Tech Problem
And
and
there's
3.
Yeah.
No,
So you-
2.
3 on 3.
No, it's 3 on 3.
3 on 3.
No.
there's 4.
No.
You said Mondo, ne?
No.
I said
So it's
tag.
4.
You said tag.
Mondo
You
is
said
out.
tag. It's 3 on
I
3.
said Tech.
You said Tech.
Yeah.
So it's 3 on 3.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Relax. It's 3 on 3. So you know what happens when it's 3 on 3, bro?
Okay.
So that means that we have our top 5.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright. So now we actually have our top 5, which happens to be SBK.
Mhm.
Correct?
SP,
Yeah.
Yes.
Flex,
Yes.
Real Deal,
Yes.
DJ Kamo. We actually have a top 4.
We have a top 4.
Yeah.
That's it. So now we are going to the most difficult part of the show, and it probably close it off. I think we'll be done. We'll be done. Well, and number 1, obviously, none of us are going to know, but I think we're going to know.
We'll get there.
So for now, I think it's the most sensitive part of breaking down number 4. And our number 4 is
So I'm gonna put DJ Kamo at number 4.
Kamo.
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into Kamo is actually a DJ. Right?
Yeah.
He's actually a DJ, but because this is hip hop, we feel like DJ Kamo has done. I feel. Let me speak. Like you know what I'm saying. Kamo, I feel Kamo has always been part of hip hop, biggest part of hip hop. But he's always had people like SBK in front and people like, you know what I'm saying. So he's always had that push, but he's always been at the back. Also working with Ricky Rick as a DJ. But for me, the reason the reason why I'm saying this, that he shouldn't be on number 4, is that the guy took out music way before this whole list was compiled. You know what I'm saying? There was that gang song, that gang. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the songs that we slept on. And B, I feel like immediately when you're a DJ and you start taking out music, although you're not rapping on whatever, but the production side of everything, making sure that you got the beat and you got the artist and it sounds right to you. If he's not in the studio saying, okay, jump on this, do that, no. If he's just like, jump on this, and then people are just, you know what I'm saying, then you're not producing much, you know what I'm saying? But if you're in the studio and saying, hey man, that doesn't sound right, can you just move? Then you're a producer, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure how these DJs do these things, you know, because I was not in the studio with them. So I kind of agree with you that he must go to top 4, because I don't know how he produces. I don't know if he's really a producer or he's just a guy that says, okay, Mama this is the beat someone else made, you know what I'm saying? So that's someone else's music, and said, okay, you jump on after this guy, you know what I'm saying? So I think he would go on 4.
So what I do know about how the Small Town Rabbit project was put together was he collected beats from like a bunch of his producer friends. So Hookmaster was there with production, Sai was there with production, I think Gemini Major and them were there with production, you know. And the reason why I'm putting him at number 4 is that project actually, from someone who is deemed as a Vaal DJ, for him to have such reach and pull in terms of getting half of the hip hop industry on a mixtape that we as the Vaal people could look at and be proud of. I feel like that was just that on its own was an achievement, you know. The boy was on King Lockdown Sessions.
Did quite well.
He did quite well. You know, like the singles. There's a single that he has. There's a single that's actually doing the rounds now, featuring Senzo Africa and Touchline. That joint is fucking everything up. You know, so I think that's the only reason why I'm not putting him up high on the list, is that again I feel like after he dropped the project, he also kind of disappeared again. He took a backseat, and I think maybe he just felt like maybe because he already has a name, the project would push itself. You know, but I think that's the only downfall that I'm like, maybe you should have pushed it more. You know, outside of that, I think for me, that's why I'm putting him at number 4.
I think K-Mo deserves more. Just by you saying all of this, compared to Flex now, who's also now on
not a DJ though, not a DJ.
Yeah, but I'm talking in terms of
Hip-hop.
work, being on the right space, the impact, the criteria itself a whole. Like K-Mo deserves way much better spot than now. I'll put Flex.
So where are you putting him?
I'll put Flex.
Okay,
I'm not gonna even talk about K-Mo.
I'm also second that. Flex on number 4.
I'm just gonna quickly come in and cut into you guys, because I feel like if you do a specific genre of music, you need to be consistent. You need to be clear about it. You need to be very intentional about it as well. And in terms of hip hop in the Vaal, I feel like he's been one dude who's done quite well. But at the same time, in terms of DJs, he's not really went out of his own spaces to say, I'm just gonna go like fully all out. Because in terms of impact, he's not that guy who's like well known in the Vaal. Because if you're gonna go, he's well known at M Cafe, but if you go to VMC, if you go to other places, which guys know about DJs that do hip hop, it's in Njame. Njame doesn't have a song, but he has more impact compared to K-Mo. You know what I mean? So I feel like he has left.
We're not judging him as a DJ.
No, I get what you're saying. In terms of hip hop, that's what I'm saying. But in terms of impact, I feel like as a DJ, he has not really impacted much. But he has done quite well as a hip hop person. So I'm just gonna give him a comfortable 4. That way, as to say, he's like sitting there comfortably so at number 4 for me.
I disagree. I feel like K-Mo should go up at least at number 3. Based on the work that he has done so far and the people that he's been able to get on his project. And you're saying it's a mixtape. Bruh, this is a mixtape, and this dude was able to get people that we didn't know was in his reach. You understand?
Okay. So are we keeping K-Mo at 4?
No, at 4. He's at 4.
Like, and then basically Flex on top of K-Mo because of votes.
One track. Votes. Bro,
Alright, guys, shut it down.
2
You know what?
million.
Alright,
That's it.
In
Guys.
retrospect, I feel like Flex deserves to be there.
Guys, Flex, you only focused on the business.
Yeah,
He was
thank
on
you.
money where
Thank
he
you.
has
As much
It's
as I love
It's
Kamo
done.
as well,
It
but
says-
Flex deserves to be at
Thank
number
you. Kamo is at 4.
with 2 tracks.
Kamo is at 4.
Flex.
I think with
This is
Kamo,
what the
it's more of
hardest.
association.
Yeah.
Of the hardest.
Kamo has
videos.
Ricky Rick
Of the
on
hard-
On the whole project.
Look at the criteria. Look at the criteria. Look at the criteria.
That's a massive
My man, listen to the criteria. What does the criteria speak to? Between Flex and what's this?
Kamo.
Kamo. Flex kills fucking Kamo.
Bruh.
Yeah. In
Flex
terms of the
kills like the criteria.
One point.
It doesn't matter if it's
That's
1
it.
point.
No, but Flex has more
Mother
of an
Flex.
impact than Kamo.
And
Kills.
impact.
Kills.
Yeah.
Look at the
Which
criteria.
is the
Don't
top
run away
5
from
of
the
the
criteria.
VAR.
Don't run away
Get
from the
numbers.
criteria.
But in the
Yeah.
Vaal,
In the
in the
criteria.
Vaal, Flex has more of an impact than
Than
Kamo.
Kamo.
Then Kamo.
You know,
Sure.
Kamo is that one.
Thank you,
BA.
Dad. Thank you,
Gents,
Dad.
Kamo is like it's like your Ricky Rick. He appeals more to the Bram side.
But it's
Kamo
association.
appeals more to the M Cafe side than the whole of the VAR.
Still putting my boy Flex, love him so much.
Flex.
On what?
Flex,
Number
number
four.
1, 4.
Number 4.
Number
Yes.
Number 4
I'm
BA.
still on Kamo.
I'm still on Kamo.
I'm on Kamo.
Okay, Kamo should be number 4.
Oh, shit.
Done.
Out.
So Kamo
Majority.
is number 4. We're going to number 3.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So we have decided on our top 3, and obviously with this top 3 it will be 2, and then we'll have 1. Right? Please look at the criteria, because I feel like when we break down the criteria will speak for itself. Because I am going to put in the numbers, I'm going to do everything, and then we'll see if we're talking bullshit. Another tower, right? So on the top 3, it's Flex, Real Deal, and SBK. Now with those 3, we need to choose number 3, and automatically we'll have our number 2 and number 1. So we don't have to discuss. After we put number 3, put your hand down.
Hey.
That's I won't rap. My man. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. So on 3, to be honest, I don't know. I love Gennaro on my heart. If you put him on a song, like makes the DJ put him on,
He'll kill it.
He'll kill it. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly don't know how he got to number 3.
Yeah.
I feel like
You don't
Gennaro
know.
should be a top 3. Number 3.
Number 3.
4.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4.
I think Gennaro should be number 4.
That's what I said.
Okay.
You know what?
I'm not
Actually,
disagreeing with that.
I'll even move Gennaro to 5, bro.
Uh-huh.
I'll even move Gennaro to 5.
What's the
Actually, now
reason?
that I think about it, like outside of Kana Untite Treke thing last year, I think it's
Family
called
with
Family.
SBK? Yeah.
That was the only
was
thing
it.
he dropped.
Yeah.
Thank
And then
you.
features, eh?
Thank
Do
you.
features.
Yeah.
Can
Mercedes and
I make
Mercedes.
a cut in?
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
No. It's-
Yeah.
Can I?
That's a huge jam,
Can I,
though.
even if it's a huge jam, I feel like
Impact
No,
was
no,
for
no.
me.
Yeah.
Impact was
For me. For me.
Okay, no, cancel my 5.
Okay, cool.
Cancel my 5.
Okay, cool.
It's
For
fine.
me,
I'll give him a
Gene,
3.
I feel like Gennaro is a good feature, right? With him being a feature, you can't fault shit about it.
Yeah.
Whatever song he gets on,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how bad the song is. When he gets on it, he's gonna fucking kill it. But as an artist, as a hip hop head, for me, he should be on number 8.
Oh shit.
I didn't
Okay,
expect
that's
that.
Going down.
I didn't expect that.
All
I
right.
think I second Mongezi on that one.
Yeah.
On number 8.
4 guys.
I feel like it should be on
4.
4.
I
But
think
we
so.
are
Like I think
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
That's what I'm
8
saying.
for
Number
me.
8.
It's 8 for me.
Who's number
No,
8 right now?
So at number
Gennaro.
8, we've got a tie with just Sam Limassine.
Yeah. Masedi must take 4. I give this the 4 spot.
Really?
But said was
Mercedes number 4.
Yeah.
I love 8.
Yeah.
He was an 8.
All right, cool.
Ah.
Can we just can we do this? Can we just can we decide on Flex Don't Doom and SBK?
I feel like
SBK should move up.
I would put Flex on 2,
Oh.
and that's a stretch.
Ooh.
That's a stretch.
So now, guys, listen. So Gennaro, I feel like Gennaro right now, would perfectly. We are just saying, well, Gennaro you would put people will put him in different areas. So
Yeah.
we're gonna decide that.
Yeah.
So right now, what we're gonna do is decide on Flex Von Doom
Yeah.
and SBK, judging on the criteria. So now it's the finale. Let's see. Before we actually get to finale, thank you so much for being part of the panel. I enjoyed my time with you guys. Remember, this is for the culture. No one talks about Vaal Hip Hop. And it's time that we, you know what I'm saying, we put it, no matter, you know what I'm saying, shout out for you for the clothing. I've seen you dressing people like Flex Von Doom. I've seen you talk, you know what I'm saying, getting people like Masedi and all these guys on your radio station.
Sure.
You have shot the most amazing visuals. You're always putting niggas on, you know what I'm saying, and recording niggas. So we appreciate you for your culture, for your contribution in the hip hop culture. We love the fact that you also put on, you know, hip hop DJs on. DJs and artists on, and you know, to your venture, good luck, my brother. You know what you've done for the culture. I don't have to say it. Shout out to you and Anzo, and of course, one of the biggest, not even one of the biggest artists to come out of the Vaal, Big Zulu. Myself, you know what I do, man. Anyway, with that being said, we're gonna go to the top 2, and the top 1 is going to be profiled on the show itself. So on myself, I don't want to start first. I'm actually gonna let Obi take the first vote between Flex Von Doom and SBK and explain why.
I think from Hispania alone, I would put SP on number 1. And this is from Hispani, say the previous project which he was building on, because he was dropping singles 2019 and everything else. He finally dropped his long-awaited project fully 2020. That alone, it's a plus for him. He went on to do features with Slicker, your online magazine interviews. He did your videos, capishes on 50K plus. Like he's been putting in work. Like it's as if he looked down and affectanga somehow, because he's been relevant ever since. I like his style, I like it, the swag, the look, man. He's a full-on fucking artist. I'm not sure how he's not breaking out from the list player top 10, because he's supposed to be now one of those mentions, the people that we mentioned before we even start shooting, but he's not there yet. But he's doing everything right. He's a full-on brand. Maybe I'm faggy to the right channels. Maybe the team making the content, they're not putting him in right. But he's a full-on artist. 2020 was very good for the boy. He even dropped another tape later on 2020, which summed up the whole year. Like we've been waiting for a project from him. He dropped 2 2020. That nama videos that he dropped, the numbers on YouTube, the numbers on Spotify, the numbers on whatever that he dropped, his thing, he's looking very good. Like there's no way, no even arguing or even comparing or Flex, because Flex took time off last year. And I had an interview with Flex the other day. He said to me he's more focused on putting in young kids, and hence he brought in Ulifa, who's doing well on the radio stations. Now man, he brought in that other DJ P, is doing so much in Mama Sita. So he focused on Money Way. That's what Flex did 2020, which was a huge big shout out to him for doing that, putting on Ezzy Ndwana. Once he had the cloud, he was number 1 on our previous dangers that we did, I think, top 10. Like he's been maintaining. So my point is, there's no comparing Flex, no SP what he did 2020, because of Flex took time off.
He was actually, Anzo was number 1 last 2019.
Oh, he was number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it was number 2. But he's been, like, we all know Flex. Like,
so
Flex
your number 1 is?
Number 1 is SP, man.
Yep.
I definitely second that. SP number 1, and then Flex 1, 2, and 2.
You have anything that you want to add? Alright, cool. For me, I definitely will go for SBK for my number 1. The only reason why I'm going to go for I think people don't look at blogs, and international blogs are very big, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like his blogging side has pushed him to be on that number 1 spot. And for me, I think my proud moment was seen on Sway, although Sway was 2019.
Yeah.
But it still resonated where he was still in 2020 for him. If it wasn't for the pandemic, if it wasn't, I think
He would have.
you know what I'm saying. He would still be on the castle light, but
Wow.
this time he would be an artist, not
Cutting
only a
fast,
face. You know what I'm saying?
cutting
Cutting
fast,
fast
yeah.
and all of that.
Established, yeah.
So for me, I would never take away what Aqua did for Flex. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Flex. One thing about Flex, what I love about him is that not lyrically, but he's a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? When I listen to his music, he brings me to a place where I can foresee myself. He's not only about you know, I'm a rapper or whatever, but he puts you in a story, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think it resonates really well. Don't forget hip hop also. The reason why hip hop blew was because of female support to a rapper, you know what I'm saying? And we always seclude that women were always the forefront, more than actually niggas pushing hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So people need to understand that if you don't have that female support to you blowing up, you know what I'm saying? So he Flex don't do got that, but for me, SBK all the time. I just wish he could take out merchandise. I wish he can jump on that. He did.
Just recently did. Yeah.
Okay, recently. 2020.
Recently.
We're talking about 2020.
2021.
Yeah, so I'm talking about 2020. Talking about, you know what I'm saying? So if he's take it out, great shot. That's yeah. So for me, I'd say my number one
It's
is
SB.
SBK.
Yeah. Dog, I think this one is heartless, man. I also say SB. He dropped the crown.
True.
That alone,
I just crown.
it shut everything down.
Exactly.
Like, I remember, like you were saying, like I remember just bumping into some video on YouTube. Some girls were reviewing, like they were doing a video reaction to that video, and just the things they were saying about him as an artist. It's like you look at him and you're like, damn, bro, you're at this level now. Like people talk about you in this fashion. You know, this is how I talk about my heroes, and that people talking about you like that. He followed it up with Batman. That's another really crazy visual. There was a EP that he dropped which had some controversy where the whole Price to Pay had the same like beat as one of the singles there. That EP was also really dope. He also put some of his homies on. He put Sai on. He was on like a lot of their singles. He was on a lot of their videos because I think he also understands his own brand. He understands his face and how people relate to it. And then, like Obi said, man, he topped it up with Last Friday. And I've bumped that project tirelessly till today. Even on my way to picking up Dumel, I was bumping that project, you know, because I really feel it is such a solid project. Whereas with Flex, I think Flex has such a crazy energy around him that it's hard to not like him. It's very hard, you know. And for me, I always look at that. I remember saying something to myself that, you know, when I get you, I don't want to judge people on their personalities. But there's something about Flex. Flex is really such a nice guy, you know? So when you listen to his music, that factors into how you feel about it, you know? And I think maybe that could be how he got here, even though I wanted to put him at 7. But, you know, when you actually think about it, you're like, yo, that Aqua video with Tech, that was crazy. That was really, really nice, you know? But I think, like, we all know what SP is capable of. We know his numbers. We know what he can do. So I think SP at number 1, Flex at 2.
For me, I've listened to Flex, man, and I feel like he's the future. You know, SPK is young. SPK could be the future, but between the two, Flex is the future. Between the two of them, because I feel like
So who are you voting for?
I'm voting for number 1.
Yeah.
It's SPK.
Alright, cool.
Okay, cool. For me, right, I'm gonna say this from the get-go that I did mention behind the scenes that it is obvious for all of us here that SB was gonna win with regards to the numbers, like clean out, like no, we're not gonna debate about this shit. Like we've had a lot of debates, and this is one that we didn't
All
even
agree,
debate about. You understand? SB has all the numbers. SB has the reach. Bruh, SB has the impact, and he has the potential to be something greater than he actually is right now. I would say that from here on out, right, it's what SB does with it that would determine where he's going, because he literally has everything, right? So from here on out, it's what he does with it, right? So I'm gonna go with SB number 1. However, that being said, I've sat down with Flex will do, because I do more of his styling from everything, even in his stable, like the Moneyway team. There was a point where we sat down in the car and he played me all of the joints that he was working on, and I would like to view him as that underdog. When you said like Flex is the future, I would like to view him as that underdog that, bruh, the only reason we didn't pick you on, I don't even want to compare him to SP, but like the reason you are on number 2 right now is because number 1, you didn't drop all of those things that you said or that I heard you drop, like play for me, number 1, right? Number 2, you were so focused on getting the rest of your stable to be, This is that point that we said, what have you done for the Vaal? This dude's stable is really led by Flex. You understand? That dude is J. Coling Moneyway. You understand? So that is the only reason, and I can't wait for him to drop the projects that he's been working on and the ones that he's gonna be working on. And much love to Flex Von Doom, much love to SBK, but I can't wait for the future, bro.
The future is what? The future is Flex.
So with that being said, I will actually break down what everything that's just transpired here from number 10 all the way to number 1. So in the comment sections, please tell us what you think. The panel, myself, and the guy behind the camera was talking bullshit, or this is it, right?
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Blue. And yeah, man, we have people on this list that literally released one song, no visuals, nothing, just one song, and they're sitting somewhere on the list, you know. So as long as you guys just work hard and do what you need to do, you guys will get to where you need to go. But for the most part, if anything, this list only showed me just how dull Vaal Hip Hop was in 2020. I definitely believe we can do more, and it can definitely get better. There's so many cats that dropped proper projects, dropped proper visuals, were on TV, like they did a lot, but they were not mentioned. So maybe we need to check how the system really works, you know?
Kablang Wongez, I do a hip hop show on Hope FM. It's like one thing I feel so much about and I'm well versed on. So to those of you that made it, I'm like, yo, super congratulations of you that couldn't make it. Ayo rebella kwendaba, guys. So don't be mad about you or mad on yourself. So
what up, it's your boy OB1 can OB, only one can be OB, reporting live from the old shop, man. Shout out to the class of 2020. 3 people that are on top. In fact, the 2 people that are on top, they really deserve it. I'm not sure about Real Deal, how he made it to number 3. I don't know, but I think maybe Tech should have been there, but that's only on me. But logo, it was a fucking dope top 5.
My name is Tumelo. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. There are people that I feel like should have been on the list. There are people that I feel like should have not been on the list. I'm not gonna mention the people that shouldn't have been, but like one of the people that should have been on the list, I feel like would be Basic and Titan Black. And I cannot wait to hear what they have to come up with during the year 2021.
I go by the name of Bibi Aisha, and we are here in the old shop.